the DC Breeze are set to host the Montreal Royal in the first round of the AUDL East playoffs. Can Montreal continue their storybook season and try to get to championship weekend in their hometown, or will DC spoil the party and advance to Toronto for Sunday's AUDL East final?
I think another thing to pay attention to tonight, Charlie, is the weather here in D.C. We're forecasted to get some thunderstorms, definitely some rain. Around 8:30, a big throw goes up.
Nasser Mbe-Vogel looking down the field, and he delivers not quite into the end zone for Quentin Bonneau. Bonneau looking to put the opening score on the board here for Montreal, and he will do so. Hearing the possibility of lightning in the background, where we're now waiting, it looks like players are going to clear the field.
We talked about the international talent on this Royale team a little bit, at least in the pregame segment. As a big throw goes up, hammer.
And a wide open hammer drops into the end zone for Grul, and it's a 2-0 Montreal lead.
Bloodgood, Johnson, Rowan, McDonald. The D-line guys are out immediately to prevent the double break scenario.
Neely swings it out to the far side. And a little dish into the front corner of the end zone, and DC holds to get on the board. And now ahead to Monroe. And a bit of a dangerous pass there, but it's handled deftly by Austin Bartenstein. And now DC nearing the red zone. Castine. 10 yards out, Ryan Swift. He puts up a hammer, and it's a hammer fest, and DC breaks.
An unlikely guy to release that throw. Swift might have had all of a key contributor in 2017, but an even bigger role in 16. It's really, I think, speaks to the depth of this roster that he's played no worse and just, not had to play both sides of the disc this year, not had to play nearly as many points in 2017.
Vogel with a great forehand into the end zone for the score.
Kerrigan almost took the throw anyhow, opting to holster it. Now he gets an around, and they're on the far side of the field now, operating out of Max Castle.
Castle. Inside forehand, opens up some space on the break side, and the Breeze punch it in quickly. And then swings back to the forehand side for Quinlan. Vogel.
Shooting again.
And it was a tough look there as he tried to find Bonneau. Good motion out to the far side for the Breeze. Power position, and the huck goes up. It's floating, but a great catch. Jonathan Neely climbs the ladder and then dishes it into the end zone for the DC Breeze break. Bonneau dumps it back. And a big gainer to the near sideline for Nemours. Rick on the goal line. And the no pivot backhand into the end zone for the Breeze hold. Now they fall out into a horizontal.
Ooh.
Lightning lights up the horizon. Don't know how close that was, but we will see if the referees involve themselves. And no mark for a moment, but Breeze unable to take advantage. Now an inside forehand, sits on a platter. Great throw by Max Castle for the DC hold. Rick. High release forehand. Miguel Godet. Now Rick. Big throw out to the sideline, and nice job by Vogel to haul it in, but he's not in the end zone.
Right on the line, the cusp.
And he has an easy forehand to the front cone for the score.
Joe Freund, if that throw would have went up just a half second later.
Blake. Oh, a little backhand. Gets it right to the goal line. Kerrigan has to reset. And then a big step out forehand and right to the back line. Keeps his toes in bounds. And the Breeze hold.
Giving back is Joe Freund.
Oh, and a poach block for DC will give them a chance to add another break before the end of the quarter. 10 seconds on the clock, but they're very much in striking distance. McDonald's throw tipped away. To get it all the way to the end zone would be very impressive at all. Whistled back in. There's the huck. It's got a chance. If it's tipped, but there's nobody there to catch it on the tip. Small advantage for this Breeze team, knows this situation. Forehand to the end zone. Everyone jumps early, but it sits up so nicely as Lloyd Blake's throw for Joe Freund. Now lots of options from the middle of the field Look at the quick motion from this DCD line, and it's bobbled, tipped, and caught for the break.
Breeze prioritizing that player as well.
Felix Daigle to the outside for Arsenault, and then he heads straight up the line for the strike cut.
Daigle, a guy with 600 touches in 2016 for the Royale, under 400 this year.
Oh, and a nice throw there. Big forehand tuck into coverage. And nice defense from the Breeze. Breeze into the red zone. And gets all left all alone on the outside. Moving up the far side.
So whereas I feel like I've seen a lot more of the 45-degree.
Bonneau to the end zone. And the Royale get the score. And you see some fans not bothered by the rain. Austin Bartenstein subbing in for defense during the timeout. Back to Bartenstein. Wide swing. And then a backhand looking to the front cone. And inbounds at the front cone for the Breeze hold. It's Brian Marshall with the score. Sometimes the referees need a nudge to make the call.
There are some new referees in the mix today, actually.
Turnover on a swing pass, and the Breeze have a chance for a quick break. Dished with a high release lefty backhand into the end zone for the score. Now the Hawk. Looking to the back of the end zone, and it's perfectly weighted but dropped. 5.5 seconds on the clock. Hammer to the back corner. Oh, it's caught for the score.
Wow.
So an integrity call might have been whistled anyway, but good to see there from Bloodgood. Royal looking to hold to start the second half. Big layout and hauled in for the score. Blake looking deep. And a nice catch. Not in the end zone, though, so the Breeze will continue their work. Nathan Pryor, and he will throw across the front of the end zone and get it in.
The double team goes down for the Royale.
Oh, and the attempted inside flick is totally shut down by a foot block from Vogel, and an immediate shot to the end zone is hauled in for the score. Up the sideline to Blake. Tons of yardage quickly for the Breeze. Blake's throw ahead to Monroe is caught on a sliding catch. Oh, and bad defense by the Royal as they give up the dish pass into the end zone.
I expect to see him around for the Breeze next year, but not even going to suit up this year.
Up the line to Freund.
Just dance.
Freund bounces one to Kolick. Easy for Kolick to the front cone. Oh, dangerous pitch back, but caught. Huge possession-saving layout in the backfield.
Through the referee almost.
That's Max Rick. But Vogel, miscommunication with his cutter. They've done a nice job of attacking quickly.
McDonald shooting to the end zone.
And it's an easy score for Delrico Johnson. Back to McDonald. Big swing, could be blocked, and it is. Nice defense, catching up. Takes the yardage losing reset. Quinlan looking to the end zone, tipped, and then intercepted on the second effort. And another drop for the Royal.
Opel and Grew, two guys I'm looking at to exert themselves in this game as well. I talked about, hey, who are the players that are unheralded so far? Breeze now looking, Marshall to target.
And what a great throw from Jonathan Neely to Brian Marshall. Royal working down into the red zone. Inside forehand, and it's caught. Score, Montreal.
Good to see him gain some confidence.
He hit Bonneau, who moves it along to Vogel. Volpo. Vali, hammer, perfect shot.
Pryor
swings, finds Kolick.
Might have been able to travel out of Kolick there too. Went uncalled.
Front of the end zone, easy dish for Monroe, and DC holds with 15 seconds on the clock. DC's done a great job of managing the clock in this game. They've given short possessions at the ends of quarters to Montreal, and Montreal has been unable to do much with them. Here, a little bit more time, but still going to be difficult as time winds down. We're down to 5 seconds in the quarter, and the huck goes up, and it's somehow caught. Oh, my.
Wow, what a play.
Breeze working sideline to sideline. Wodach steps into a forehand, and he hits down the field. And not quite into the end zone. McDonald tried to jump in, couldn't make it happen, and now he throws a little blade, and that will finish off the point. Bonneau makes the catch in traffic. Vogel facing a hard flick force. Breaks the mark to get it to Maxwell Rick, who has a break side huck option, and it's a nice shot. Quick score for Montreal.
You think a guy like Vogel, you'd think a guy like Degla would be playing nearly every point in the game this far. You know, ride these guys into the ground, see if you can't make this thing happen.
Well, not much resistance there as the hammer drops in easily there for Joe Freund. The time is certainly coming soon, if not already, as a poach block on a tough pass to the inside is knocked away, and immediately going to the end zone for the bookend score. But it's not like they've been getting layout Ds. The Royal have given them a lot of chances with drops and other poor decisions. As we see the Royal taking it back in one-on-one coverage downfield.
Certainly either team marking up against Toronto couldn't expect to play a point like this and get too far. This one's ugly.
Gruel looking deep. Nice weight on that forehand. And that's a great shot from Gruel.
Different tune if he were a D-line player instead of an offensive one. He's played a great game here tonight.
Great offense from the DC Breeze. Bloodgood ahead to Castine. Chases it down, get it back. And the Breeze making it look easy, as the referee indicated to him. Castine throws his way out of it, though. Nice catch on the sideline and a whistle for the foul against Danduran, who made contact as Blake went up in the air, pass to Gruel. Gruel goes strike, doesn't get it. Comes around, but it's easily intercepted by Blake, who is all over that reset cut.
Blake making a worthy end-of-game push here, and he puts his man on the ground. He's still not chosen. Number 25 runs in. It's Ryan Swift. Seemed like they got out, but every one of 5 passes in a row didn't leave the sideline or 2 feet of it.
And again, they're pinned with a double team on the sideline. Now some room, and look, off goes Alan Kolick.
Making us look smart for an MVP call.
And Kolick maybe a little too hasty on that pass. Thinks he got fouled. I don't blame him. Then a crossfield pass is intercepted. Royal hardly trying at this point. And give and go all the way into the end zone. And it's another score for the DC Breeze.
That is an Eastern Division city. You have to think you win a little bit of home field advantage if you're the Rush or you're the Breeze by showing up to Montreal to play, as opposed to having to travel to the West Coast or the Midwest or something like that.
Nice defense from the Royal as time set to expire here, and that will do it. The DC Breeze advance to the AUDL East Final, where they'll take on the Toronto Rush with a 28-16 win over the Montreal Royal here at home.